Let me participate.
Only the line is switch off. Line loaded the chat.
I want to see them on my
Chat.
Not like that.
We have to minimize the system.
Okay, you can continue. Just wait out. Is that? Let me check. The recording. I want to check.
Okay. It's working.
I feel more thankful.
Okay, so you can start now.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning, SS. So this is Mr. Aditayo. You are welcome online. So, if you are online, please type your name and send it. Let me see you so that I know that you are online. Okay, thank you. Please, thank you. Mr. Aditayo is here. So if you are like, just type Ramasane. Okay, Ramasane, you are welcome. Good morning. How are you this morning? David Adilo, you are welcome. Ismail Mustafa, you are cited. You are welcome. Good morning. Yeah, Kauta Rufai, good morning. You are welcome. Ali, you are welcome. Good morning. Simi Adeni, okay. You are welcome. If you are online, you can hear me clear. Please type your name. Let me welcome you before we go into the class proper. Okay, while we are waiting for the others to join us here, Amdalat, you are cited too. You are welcome. All right, this is class 2 biology, and this morning we are going to be looking at classification. Okay, Amdalat Adetokunbo, yeah, you're welcome. Okay. So we are going to be looking at classification. Adisa, yeah, okay. We are going to be looking at classification. Okay, if you are fast enough, you can take down the note straight away. Kuam, you are started to. If you are fast enough, you can take down the notes as we go along. But if not, you can get the notes later on the YouTube. We are going to post it there for you. Okay. Now, normally the first thing when you want to learn anything is you have an intro about it. Now, classification of living organisms. You know, in biology, we study living organisms, and there are over 1.8 million kind of living organism on the surface of the earth. And every day, new ones, we still continue to discover them. We now need to classify them in a way that it will be very easy for us to identify. It's like if you come visiting me, are we writing, okay, you may not write this intro, but when I get to the one that I feel that you should write, I will let you know. Okay, I'm the last. All right. So that if you come visiting, sir, we writing. Okay, sir, yeah, thank you. Yes, well, you may not write this intro, but when I get to the one I feel you need to write, I will tell you. Okay, but let's just listen and go. Now, if you come visiting, I stay overnight with me for the first time. Yeah. When you wake up the next morning, there are some things that you do need to ask me before you know that, before you know where you get to get them. For example, if you need a knife, you know where you should go to get knife. I don't think you go into my bedroom or into my toilet to look for knife. I don't think that is possible. In the same way, if you need toothpaste, I don't think you go looking for toothpaste under my pillow, or you go to the kitchen to look for toothpaste. You know that you have to go into the toilet to look for to look for toothpaste. So that is classification in our individual houses. Now, in the study of biology too, we need to put organisms where they rightly belong so that it will be easy for us anytime we want to study them, anytime we want to identify them, or anytime we want to do one thing or the other with them. Now, Aristotle, a Greek philosopher, was the first to make an attempt to classify living organisms, to put them in places for us to study them. Later, and the present one that we use today is introduced by another scientist, a Swedish naturalist known as Carolus Linnaeus, who lived between 1707 and 1778. Now, the study of the general principle of classification is known as taxonomy or systematic. The study of the general principles of classification is known as taxonomy or systematics. Let's move on. Okay, now in the classification of living organisms, first, organisms are classified maybe into kingdoms. Let me put them up for you to see. You may try to put down this one now. Kingdom, then phylum. You can put down this hierarchy of living organisms now. You can put this one down. As students are meant to offer biology. No. Yeah, you can write now. Now, the hierarchy of living organisms. So living organisms are arranged hierarchically from the lowest to the highest, or from the highest to the lowest, whichever one. Now, in terms of the number of them, so where we have the highest number is the kingdom. So the kingdom A is now divided into phylum. Then phylum broken down into class broken down into family broken down into genus, and genus broken down into species. So species are, yes. So species are the group where we have the smallest number of organisms. So it's like a kingdom, it's like saying the whole world. Then phylum, that's continent, class, country, order, state, family, local government, genus, town, species, maybe street. So now if you notice that way, that if you look from the whole world to coming to continent, country, state, local government, town, and then street, you notice that the number of human beings occupying this particular area will just be reducing as we come down. So in the same vein, from kingdom to phylum to class to order to family to genus to species, the number of organisms reduces as we come down, but the number of organisms increases as we go up. There is a small way by which we can memorize this order of classification. You try to do something like King Philip came over from Greece singing. I repeat, King Philip came over from Greece singing. I want to take that again. King Philip came over from Greece singing. So king is K, that represents kingdom. Philip is P, that's representing phylum. Came, letter C, representing class. Over, letter O, representing order. From, letter F, representing family. Greece, letter G, representing genus. Singing, letter S, representing species. So that's how organisms are classified. Now, the last two, which are genus and species, are the one that are used for what is called the binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature. So binomial means two ways. Nomenclature, naming. So binomial nomenclature is two ways of naming. So where we now use the genus and the species name of organism to name them. You use the genus and the species name to name the organism. Okay. And fun. Okay, I think I've told you so that as we go down the level, the variety of organism decreases. The kingdom, of course, has the largest value. I think I've told you that they have certain important features in common, but show many differences. Organisms in a genus, however, are very similar. Yeah, the species is the smallest unit of organism. The individual within the species are identical. They can mate. Okay, now I've told you that as you go down the ladder, the similarity between them increases. Yes, they begin to increase in similarity, but the number of the organism will be decreasing. Now, the individual within a species are identical. The species, which is the last group, are the most related families, and they have some certain characteristics in common, which include in species one, they can mate. Organisms of the same species are able to mate. They produce fertile offspring, and they have the same number of chromosomes. So any type of reproduction. Yeah. So organisms that belong to the same species, they are able to mate. That is, they are able to reproduce. So any form of reproduction that comes out from the one that is organism that do not belong to the same species is not referred to as reproduction. And the offspring will not be fertile. The offspring will not be able to reproduce. Okay, so if it is reproduction, it has to be between organisms of the same species. Rabbit and rabbit, man and man, maybe this time a woman now, as the person says, goat and goat, horses, horses. So if it is, for example, now between horse on one part and donkey on the other side, the result will be a mule, which is an infertile offspring. Okay. Yeah, man, when I say man and man, I'm not saying that, in biology, when you say man, we are not really necessarily referring to the male sex. Okay, so in biology, when you say man, we are referring to both the male and female sex. Okay. Okay. Now, I've just to do the characteristics of species that they are able to mate, they're able to reproduce together, and they have the same number of chromosomes. Now, the system of classifying organisms is useful to us as biologists because it provides us a set of rules that can be used to identify the organism, and it shows how the organism within a particular group are related. Okay. Let me see this. I want to see this first. Okay, now this is the classification of human being here on this particular place. Now, the kingdom, human being belong to the kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Animalia. The phylum is Chordata. Subphylum Vertebrata. Class Mammalia. Order Primates. Family Hominidae. Genus Homo, and Sapien species. So the last two, I think I told us earlier on that genus and species, are used to name the organism. So they form the binomial nomenclature. So Homo and then species sapien. So the scientific name of man is Homo sapien. If you look at the upper part, you see the one for African elephant. So the genus name for the African elephant is Loxodonta, whereas the species name is Africana. So that now invariably follows that the scientific name of African elephant is Loxodonta africana. The scientific name of African elephant is Loxodonta africana. Loxodonta being the genus name, Africana being the species name. For man, the scientific name is Homo sapien. Homo being the genus name and sapien being the species name. We see some organisms and their scientific name in a short while. Okay. All right. I think we should just on the chart, let's just put only things that are academic. Maybe you want to ask any question, you can just put it there. Okay. But later I will give you room to talk. Sir, please go back. I'm that I did talk about. So maybe I think here, am I right? I'm that. Okay, all right. So maybe I'm that is trying to put down this one, but I will just, while we are waiting for her to, is this the first slide? No, Tijani, are you just joining us? This is not the first one. Okay, yeah, I will. Ali, you tell us when we write. Yes, I will. Okay, thank you, Adeni, for your suggestion. I think that's what I said too. Let's leave out private chat and put on only things that are academic. Okay. Yeah, Amdat, are you done with this? Oh, thank you, Amdat. So we can move on now. She has given us the green light. Okay, now here we have a few organisms listed here with their scientific name. Don't forget I told you that scientific name, we have used two names to form the scientific name. The first one is the genus name, and the second one is the species name. Now, another important point that we need to know here is that the first name is name of the genus to which the organism belongs. Yes. The second name is name of the species to which the organism belongs. Both names are printed in italics, with only the genus name having an initial capital letter. Did you get that? So when you want to write the scientific name of any organism, the first letter of the genus name is written in capital letter, whereas the first letter of the species name is written in small letter. If you look at this place now, maize, the scientific name of maize is Zime. The scientific name of maize is Zime. Yeah. And the first letter is C. You can see it's written in capital letter. And the first letter of the species is written in small letter. This one is italicized, but if you are writing it in your notes, you need to underline these names, and you underline them separately. You don't underline them together. You underline separately. Then African elephant. A while ago, I told us that the scientific name of African elephant is Loxodonta africana. Loxodonta africana. So Loxodonta being the genus name, Africana being the species name. So you can see L written in small letter, and L written in capital letter and A written in capital letter. Okay. Then for human being, I told us earlier that we are Homo sapien. That's our scientific name. Capital H for Homo, small s for sapien. Okay. I will just pause briefly here. You know any scientific name of any organism at all, whether plant or animal? Share with us. Let us see. Just first put the English name, then comma, put the scientific name. Don't forget this. The scientific name should be true. The binomial nomenclature, the genus and the species. The genus first capital letter. Yeah, thank you, Yasu Tijani. Talilum triangular A. Tamam, Yasu Tijani, that's very good of you. Talilum triangular A, that's the scientific name of water leaf. That's very correct. But your talilium, your first letter here should be capital T for talilium, capital T for talilium, yeah, triangular A, small t. Thank you, Yashar. Yeah. Rakib, thank you for helping me to congratulate yes, Tijani. But you're Rakib, I'm waiting for your response to Kauta. Angela Tom, Conislo, yes, elephant grass, okay. Shea butter, that's Alessandra. Alice, thank you. Tijani, Yes, more. Aspelia africana. Ismail Mustafa, Aspelia africana. What was the English name? I said no idea. Please find out. Boafia, pigweed, Iman, Magnifera indica, mango. That's from David. David is very perfect. We put water here, say H2O water. No, that's H2O is not the scientific name of water. H2O is just the symbol. Ashatana africana, giant land snail. That's Abiba Dawia. But the spelling though, but yeah, at least you have the idea. Semi-maize plant, yes. I think I've said that before. Periplaneta americana. Yeah, Mahmoud, Periplaneta americana. Yeah, what's the English name? But your americana should be small a. What's the English name? Mahmoud, I'm waiting for you to reply me the English name of Periplaneta americana. But next time your americana should be small letter A. Homo sapien human. Okay. Cockroach, thank you. Yeah, you are right, Mahmoud. You are right. Yeah. Medulla oblongata is not a scientific name. Medulla oblongata is part of the brain, Iman. Please, no dirty language here, Wada. Be careful. No dirty language, Wada. Abdurrahman Salami, be careful. No dirty language here. And I said that you said Rapia. Well, you didn't complete it. I saw that. Yeah. Okay, sir. Oh, so okay, don't worry. Now let me just ask this one. Let me ask this one. Now, I know that the most common staple food among young people is rice. What is the scientific name of rice? Let me see the first person to give me the correct answer. Scientific name of rice. Somebody say Moti Bagbe. Who is that? Moti Bagbe. Amdalat. Are they talking about wow? Okay. Moti Bagbe. Alice. Yes, it's Johnny Ires. No. Mamu, thank you. Oriza sativa. Yeah, that's the scientific name of rice. Oriza sativa. Okay, let's go to. Okay, all right. Yeah, Oriza sativa. Yes, Mahmoud, go first person to go to David next. David, your O capital should be capital O. All right, Oriza sativa. I have that now. Okay, now, yes, you can put this down now. Kingdom. You can put this down now. Kingdom. Let's see. Put this down. Yeah. When Carolus Linus did his own classification, he came up with what is called the two kingdom system of classification. Please, you can put this down now. When Carolus Linus came up with his classification, he came up with the one that is referred to as the two kingdom, in which he simply put all organisms into two baskets. Baskets one, the basket for plants, the basket two, the basket for animals. So the belief of Carolus Linus then was that either an organism is a plant or it's an animal. So that if you should go around, you are meant to go around maybe your school premises and you have to pick up any living organism you come across, then they have to fall into each of the basket, whether the basket of plant or the basket of animal. But do you know that in this scheme, many one-cell organisms could not fit in properly? There were issues putting some organisms there, especially one-cell organism. They couldn't fit. Some you couldn't put them maybe into the basket of plants expressly or the basket of animals expressly. So they couldn't fit in. Now, most biologists now favor placing organism in the 5-kingdom system. So you can put this one down now, this particular slide, this slide on kingdom. Okay. Yeah, Carolus Linus started with the 2-kingdom system, in which he placed all organisms into either plants or animals. So in this scheme, we saw that many one-cell organisms do not fit in. So because of that, scientists now develop and prefer to use the 5-kingdom system of classification. And in this 5-kingdom of system of classification, we now have the kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. Before we were using these last two, kingdom Plantae, kingdom Animalia. But now, there are now 3. We have Monera, Protista, Fungi, and Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. Okay. Okay, good. So, but in this, for the purpose of this lesson, see, in this lesson, we discuss classification of plant. So, it's classification of plant we are going to discuss in this lesson. Okay. Okay. Now, think for some minutes and explain why these plants are different from one another. Color, so I'm waiting. Why these plants are different from one another. Look at them. Characteristics, Alessandra Ismail. Type, Nedano, okay, say type. Shape, Alice. Purpose, Depo says size. Abdraman says, okay, another person said appearance, name, height, color, characteristics, species, type. Oh, okay, yeah, you are all right. Let's see now. Classification of plants. So after completing the work in this section, you'll be able to say that plant can be classified using botanical classification, agricultural classification, or based on their life cycle. So that's the purpose for this one now. And then the second one, list example of plant in each category using different classification techniques. So by the time we are done with this study this morning, although you may not be able to finish it, you should be able to say that plants can be classified using botanical classification, agricultural classification, or based on their life cycle. Then the second part is list examples of plants in each category using the different classification techniques. I wish to give you this one. So this one too now, you can write now, you can write. This is the major study for today. I've done that to give you a brief intro. So this is the major study for today. Yeah, this is the major study for today. You can write now. So plants are classified based on one, botanical classification. 2, their life cycle. And 3, agricultural classification. Plants are classified based on botanical classification, their life cycle, and agricultural classification. Based on botanical, let me bring this off. Okay. Plant classification, you can write this one down now. So, yes, please put this down. I said I will be telling you the ones that you need to write so that you don't just waste too much time on it. So, plant classification, say plant being divided here into 2 first, non-flowering plant and then flowering plant. Then the flowering plant be divided into gymnosperm and angiosperm. Then angiosperm divided into monocot and dicot. You can see the line. I want to go over it again. Plant divided into non-flowering plant and flowering plant. You can just draw this diagram. It doesn't take time, or if you like, you can put it in a line diagram. You can draw it. So plant into non-flowering and flowering. Flowering divided into gymnosperm and angiosperm. Then angiosperm is divided into monocot and dicot. Okay, let me bring the second one now. Okay, no problem. That's so when you are done, you can start. No problem. I will recap. Okay, but based on their life cycle, they are classified into 3: annual, biennial, and perennial. You can write this one too. Based on life cycle, hold on. Someone's saying that something is obstructing something. Okay, let me add this one for you. Okay, I hope you can see it now. Alhamdulillah, I hope it's okay now. Wow, so this is confusing. Okay, for you say I'm too fast. The diagram. Okay. All right. I'm not done. Botanical classification. Alhamdulillah, you see botanical classification. Okay. Alhamdulillah, can we move on? All right. The second method of classification is based on their life cycle. And based on their life cycle, plants are divided into 3. We have annual plants, we have biennial plants, and we have perennial plants. So now, annual plants, these are plants that grow, flower, produce seed, and die in one growing session, not 1 year. Not 1 year, but one growing session. Biennial, they require 2 growing sessions to complete their life cycle. So the first session, that's when they grow vegetatively. Then the second section is when they use to produce fruits. Perennial, plant that live indefinitely. They produce fruit and seed year after year. Sorry. Okay, I hope you can see it. Okay, good. So I can go on. Now, annual, which we have said that annual, the plants, these are plants that germinate, grow, flower, produce seed, and die all within one season. So give me example of annual plants. Example of annual plants. Plant that they grow and die within one growing season. Rice, Ismail Mustafa, you are right. Tijani, corn, Rahman Salami, rice. Abdallah, tomato, maize, beans, Abiba Dawudu, Rakib, rice. Ahmed, why you put it tangerine? No? Watermelon. Yeah. Watermelon. Corn, that's from Alex. Rakib, rice. Iman, maize. Okay. Yam. Okay. Now, Faiz, no, cocoa is not a good example of annual. Okay. Now, perennial, these ones are majorly vegetable fruits. They are mostly vegetable fruits. So they use two growing seasons. E.g., let me hear from you. Yes. Carrot is correct. Thank you, Simi. Tomato. Hey, Alex, tomato, yes. Before you kept tomato under, and now you have corrected. Thank you, Abiola. Thank you, onion. You are right. Rakib, carrot, you are right. There you put pineapple and you is in form of a question. It's not a vegetable, though. Okay. Then perennial, they live indefinitely. 30, 40 years, they are still there. They produce fruit year after year. They are otherwise known as permanent crops. So let me see your examples now. Orange, Yasir Tijani, orange. Abiba Daud, orange. Dera yam is not a perennial crop. Pawpaw, thank you. Who's a pawpaw? Abib Salami. Chandrin Yasir Tijani, yeah. Garlic should be biennial, not permanent. Okay. And the third classification here is agricultural classification, as you can see on the screen right now. Agricultural classification. Yeah, Pam, Abiba Dawood, thank you. I've seen that. Agricultural classification. Agricultural classification. Coconut, Yasiri Tijani, thank you. Noted. Alex, I haven't finished the life cycle of which one? Alex said, sir, I haven't finished the life cycle of which one, please? Okay, life cycle. Okay. Sorry, Alex. Let me hide this. Okay. Alex, you have it now. Okay, we have less than 10 minutes. So I believe Alex is done now. Okay, Alex is done. Says she's done. So the third is agricultural classification. And based on agricultural classification, here are they. We have cereals, we have legumes, we have root crops, vegetables, fruits, spices, oil crops, beverages and drugs, forage crops, fiber crops, and latex. Okay, we go straight to see this one in the next few minutes now before we round up. Okay, agricultural classification. Cereals, they are crops or plants that belong to the grass family. They belong to the grass family. Example, so yeah, give me any three examples. Corn or rice. Thank you, Yasu Tijani. Corn, rice, corn, rice. So we have two. Guinea corn. Ah, bread is not a plant. Maize. Cocoa is not there, Nifemi. But rice is there. Beans is not there, Ismail. Beans is not there. Okay. Then legumes now. I think, yeah, thank you. We have more than three now. We have wheat. I've seen wheat. It's the correct answer. I've seen rice, correct answer. Maize, correct answer. Okay. Then legumes. Legumes, they belong to the beans family and the supply of cereal, they belong to the grass family and the supply us with carbohydrate. Legumes, they belong to the beans family and they supply us with protein, e.g. soya beans. Thank you, Amdalat. Yeah, Sutijani is a cowpea. You are right. Yeah, Sutijani, don't call somebody a copycat. Don't worry. Beans, soya beans. Yeah. Okay. Example of root crops. Crop that you, the part that you eat is buried in the soil. You have to dig it from the soil to remove. Okay, potato is correct, it's Mahil. Cassava is correct, and yam, brother Anonymous. Simi, yam, and cocoyam, that's right. Vegetables, everybody knows that. I'm waiting for examples. Lettuce, ewedu, broccoli, yeah, water leaf. Okay. Fruits, examples of fruits. Carrot, orange, apple, good. Please put this in your notes in front of what you're writing. Spices. Spices now. No, curry is not a plant. Okay, maybe curry plant, yeah, maybe. Maggie, don't put Maggie as example, Adisa. I forgot it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Susanne, thank you. Pepe, I was going to say, I forgot it, Pepe. Thank you, Susanne. Pepe, thank you, Alpha Latif, for saying tomato. Yeah, that's spicy. Oil crops. Oil crops. Crop from which you can get oil. Palm. Thank you. I just understand. Oh, Yasir, you are oats, groundnuts. Yeah. Let's go to beverages and drugs now. The one, yeah, beverages. You can use them to make beverages, and you can use them and they serve as drug too. Cocoa, thank you, Adisa. Oh, Amdola says, example of spices. They mentioned it now. Pepper, tomato, onion. Amdalat, example of spices. Pepper, tomato, onion. Rocky, paracetamol is not a plant. Coffee is correct. Alia Shitsu, coffee is correct. Cocoa, coffee, cola nuts. Okay, somebody just said tobacco now. Okay, Abiola, tobacco, that's correct. Okay, forage crops, forage crops, forage crops. Yeah, the one that are grown for the leaves majorly. Yeah, water leaf can be there. Don't say shisha or Indian hemp. Okay, you now keep that. You are not very sure. Weed, water leaf, yeah, bitter leaf, maybe oat. With okay. Then fiber crop, the one that can be used to make clothes or sponge, cotton. Yeah, yeah, sweet Johnny. Yasiri is hot. Cotton, silk, yeah, jute. Okay, then latex, latex, latex rubber. Thank you. At this, I'll be bad out. Thank you. Okay. On this point, I think we should just stop here because we have less than 2 minutes. We should stop here now. But meanwhile, we should stop here. We continue next class. We continue next class. I'm not trying to say this one. We continue next class. Okay. We continue next class. Ah, but meanwhile, can I have your questions, please? Yeah. Okay, please, you have a question, just put up your hand. Manage participants. If you have a question, just put your hand up. You have a question, can we see your hand up? Alex, any question? Alex, any question? Any question? Okay. Amdalat, any question? What? If you have a question, let's see your hand up.
Forage crops.
Forage, they are grown purposely because you want to use their leaves. So leaf,
Examples.
maybe like water leaf, bitter leaf, rice at times, maize, because we want to feed them to animals. Okay. Ismail, yes.
Thank you.
Ismail, yeah.
Sir, latex crops.
Latex, the component is rubber. Rubber, R-U-B-B-E-R.
Only rubber.
Yes, yes. Yeah, any other question? We are waiting for you to put up your answer. We to ask question. Okay, I'm the last. I'm the last. Yes, you are on.
Example of oil crop.
Example of oil. Did you say oil? O-I-L. I'm the last. Are you there?
Yeah.
Did you say oil? I'm the last. I just laughing. Did you say oil?
Yes.
Okay. You have your groundnut. Then you have the palm, maybe palm kernel. Okay. I'm the last. Let's go to another person. Who is there again? Okay. not completed. We have not completed the session. So when we are done with it, is when I will give you assignment. Is that understand? Okay, we have not completed it. So when we complete the study, I will give you assignment. Meanwhile, next class, I'm going to ask you questions on the ones we have learned today. So the classification based on life cycle and based on agricultural use. Okay, so do enjoy the rest of your day. Sunny, Ifemi, everybody, bye-bye. See ya.